Hi, Chef Madden back in the studio. As I said, the next in our series of rolls is the double knot. Woo! Yay! We have our PW cohort here on this Friday, lovely Friday afternoon or morning still, and they're getting the live demo. So yes, this is our first live studio audience. This is great. I don't even need to put in the track of the cheers. They're already here. Woo! So as you saw with our last video, we rolled them out to a length, I said about 7 inches. Since we're doing a double knot, obviously it's going to be a little bit longer because we're doubling the knot. So the easiest way to do these, I will fold my dough in half. And then what you do the same thing as the single knot on one side, and then you do the same thing as a single knot on the other side. As I said to them before I started the video, I said, this knot, hey, it's one that we learn. Yes, it's one that they'll have to demonstrate for certifications, but I don't really like the shape of it. It reminds me of like a dog treat. And, if you're doing a variety of dinner knots or dinner rolls and you have a dinner, it's one of them we'll throw in. So like people are like, oh, let me get that one. Just gives you a little variation. This is by far though my least favorite. So same thing, fold it in half. You just make a knot on one side and make a knot on the other side. Now by mistakes, I had students do them a little backwards, and it just gives you a double knot that looks slightly different. So if I kept going over and under, I had people before that went over and under on one side, and then they went under and over on the other side. So it gives you an opposite knot. Again, as long as you're consistent with them, maybe you do some that way, but the traditional double knot, like I said, you're definitely going longer with this one. Get it exactly in half so your knots look, one side doesn't look double, because remember when we do proof the bread and bake it, they're going to look different in size when they double. So you want to get it right down that middle. Double knot looks pretty consistent, right? And the other thing you want to think about when we're doing knots, you want to have the dough itself all the same width. So if one part's thicker, if one half is thicker, when it proofs, it's not going to look consistent. One thing we're looking at, as from a teacher standpoint and a service standpoint, if you made 12 rolls, if we lined them all up together, we would see that consistency between them. Will there be slight differences? Yes. Even I know people that, when I worked in industry, they made bread every single day. All the rolls didn't look the same, but you really want to go for that consistency. So again, under, go to the other side, tuck it under, and as usual, we'll take these, we'll put them in our proof box. When they double in size, we'll bake them. Next up in our series is going to be one of my favorites. It's the figure 8.